So children, in any language, we use words to make sentences. So words help in making sentences. These sentences are the way of communication. Now words are arranged in a proper way, children, so that the sentence becomes meaningful. Now look at this first example, children. Going, I am to school. These are words arranged in a sentence, but they are not arranged in a proper way. So we cannot understand this sentence. In the second sentence, I am going to school. The above sentence is arranged in a proper way. That is, the words are arranged in a proper way, children. So words need to be arranged in a proper way so that the reader can understand the words in a sentence. So in English language, children, we have 8 kinds of such words. These 8 kinds of words are called as parts of speech. There are 8 parts of speech, children. They are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So let us begin with nouns, children. What is a noun? Noun is the name of anything in the world. Whatever has a name, that is called as noun. Look at the pictures, children. You can see a girl, a place, and animals, some stationery, that is things, and feelings, sadness, happiness, anger, worried, tired, surprise. So you can see lots of feelings. So here we can define noun as the name of a person or a place, animals or things or some ideas or feelings. These are all called as nouns. Nouns are of different kinds, but in this class we are going to learn about 2 kinds of nouns, children. Now look at the first picture. You can see a girl over here. And if you look at the second picture, children, this girl has got a name, Cinderella. So a common noun is the common or general name given to a group of people or a class of people or a class of things. So in the first picture, we call her as a girl, but we don't call her by any specific name. So common noun is a general name. Another example can be school. School is a general name given to an organization. It can be any school. Whereas proper nouns are the special names given to a person. So in the second picture, this girl has a specific name, a proper name called as Cinderella. So proper noun is the specific name given to something and common noun is the general name given to a group of anything. We can take second example like school. A school is a common noun. We can call any organization as a school. Whereas St. Patrick's High School, if I say, that is that specific high school. We cannot tell other school as St. Patrick's, right? So a common noun is a school and a proper noun is St. Patrick's School. Am I clear, children? So what is a pronoun, children? A pronoun is a word used in place of a noun. For example, if I say, Rita is a good girl. Rita studies well. Rita goes to school every day. So in this paragraph, I am repeating the word Rita again and again. So I am repeating this noun Rita again and again. Instead of this, if I say, Rita is a good girl. She goes to school every day. She studies well. So in the second and third sentence, children, if you observe, I have replaced the word Rita with she. So this word she, which replaces noun Rita, is called as pronoun, children. So pronoun is a word which is used in place of noun. You can see here for girl, we can use the pronouns like she, her, hers, herself. For boy, we can use he, him, his, himself. For an animal or object, we can use it, its, itself. For a group, we can use they, them, theirs, themselves. In the right picture, you can see a group of children are termed as we. And a girl, I. If it's a girl, again she. A boy, he. So these are all called as pronouns, children, which are used in place of noun. Let us look at this paragraph of pronouns, children. Samir is a student. He goes to school every day. Rahul is his friend. They study and play together. Rahul's mom is a teacher. She loves Rahul very much. Now in this paragraph, children, you can see the red highlighted words. So in the first sentence, I am talking about Samir. Samir is a student. In the second sentence, in place of Samir, I am using the word he. So he is a pronoun which is replacing the noun Samir. In the third sentence, I am talking about Rahul. Rahul is his friend. Who is this his? His is Samir. Again, Samir is replaced with his pronoun. They study and play together. Now, they is a pronoun which is used for Samir and Rahul together. When we have a group, we use they, them and all. Rahul's mom is the teacher. She loves Rahul very much. Now, she is the pronoun which is replacing mom. Did you all understand, children? What are adjectives? Adjectives are the words that describe a person, a place, or a thing. For example, if you say shirt, shirt is a thing. So if you have to say blue shirt, so this word blue is describing that thing shirt. So blue is the adjective here, children. Look at the right picture, children. Let's look at their conversation. I'm in love with this pink cupcake. Somehow I'm not surprised. So here the girl is telling pink cupcake. So cupcake is the thing, children. The cupcake is described as pink colored. So this word pink describes this thing cupcake. So pink is an adjective. So adjectives describe a person or they describe a place or a thing. For example, a tall boy. Boy is a person. I am talking about his height, that is tall. So tall is an adjective. Beautiful place. So that place, I'm telling it's very beautiful. So this beautiful word is describing the place. Did you all understand, children? Now let's all look at a paragraph which has adjectives, children. A fluffy dog went for a long walk with his best friend. They went down the main street through the town park where they smelled rotten fish. Now in this paragraph, children, again we have blue colored highlighted words. Now a fluffy dog. Dog is an animal, right? Now I'm describing this dog. How am I describing? It is very fluffy. So this fluffy word is describing the animal. That's an adjective. Now long walk. So a walk. How is the walk? It's very long. So this long word is describing the word walk. So long is an adjective. Best friend. So friend is described as best. So this best word is describing the friend. It's an adjective. Main street. The street is described as the main part. So that is an adjective. Town park. The park is described as the town park. So that's an adjective. Rotten fish. How is the fish? It's rotten. Rotten is the character which is describing the fish. So rotten is an adjective. So fluffy, long, best, main, town and rotten are the words which are describing the place or the names. They are called as adjectives. If you look at the pictures towards the right, children, you can see a baby is eating something and a girl is running and someone is writing. So these are all different kinds of actions. Eating, running, writing, reading, swimming, thinking, talking, walking, driving. All these are different kinds of actions. Right, children? So all the action words are called as verbs. Look at the left picture, children. Verbs are doing or action words. Driving, writing, reading, swimming, running. Wherever there is an action involved or a work involved, that is called as verb. This is the paragraph which has verbs in it, children. The boy walked to the canteen. He waved at his friend and sat on the chair. He spoke to him and ate burger in the canteen. Now, the black highlighted words are verbs, children, because as you see, walk is an action or a work. Waving hands, it's an action. Sat, sitting is an action. Spoke, speaking is an action. Ate, so eating a burger is an action. These are all actions or some works done. So they are called as verbs. Now let us learn about the next parts of speech, children. Adverbs. What are adverbs? Adverbs are the words which tell more about verbs. They tell more about actions or works. For example, if I say she ran, you'll ask how? How did she run? Then my answer would be she ran fast. So fast is the adverb which is telling more information about the verb run. Understood, children? And one more. If I say, my brother came, you'll ask, when? Then I'll say, my brother came yesterday. So yesterday is the adverb which is talking about the verb. So this is an adverb, children. And let us take where. If I say, we live, you'll ask where. Then we'll say, we live here. So here is the adverb which is describing the verb live, children. Let us look at the paragraph containing adverbs, children. Today I helped my mom cook dinner. We carefully cut vegetables and slowly placed them into water. My mom works fast. Now in this paragraph, children, what are the verbs or action words? Cook, cut, placed, works. Cooking something, cutting something, placing or putting something, and working. These all are action words or verbs. But there are few words attached to these action words, children. Cut carefully. How did she cut? She cut it very carefully. So this word carefully is describing the word cut. So this is an adverb. Now here slowly is describing how was the thing put or placed somewhere. It was placed very slowly. So slowly is an adverb. Now working. How did she work? Very fast. So fast is an adverb which is describing the verb work. What are prepositions? If you look at the picture, children, there's a girl jumping over the rope, and there's a boy inside the house, and there's again a boy under the table, and there's a girl leaning against a tree. So over, in, below, under, across, above, against, these are all the words, children, which show the position or location of something. So prepositions are the words which show location, time or place of something. Prepositions are words like at, for, in, of, which are used to describe a location, time or a place. Let's look at the paragraph containing prepositions, children. Peter went to the pet shop with his father. They walked around the store until they found the fish tanks. The store clerk took a fish out of the tank. Now in this paragraph, children, again the blue highlighted words are there. To. Where did he go? To the shop. And with whom? With his father. And until. Of. These words to, with, until, of are the words which are showing the location of something or time of something. So these words are called as prepositions. The next parts of speech is, children, conjunctions. So what are conjunctions exactly, children? Conjunctions are the words which join two words or two sentences. For example, if I say, I went to the bakery, I ate burger. This sentence can be said in another way. Like, I went to the bakery and I ate burger. So two sentences I am making as one sentence. I went to the bakery and ate burger. So I am using a word and to combine or join two sentences to make as one sentence. This word and is called a conjunction, which is joining two sentences and making them as one sentence, children. We use different kinds of words as conjunctions, children. There are many conjunctions. Let us look at a few of them. For, and, nor, but, or, yet. So, now how is for used to make a sentence, children? I told her to leave, for I was very tired. So, if I make this sentence into two different sentences, children, it will be like this. I told her to leave is one sentence. I was very tired is another sentence. If I have to join these two sentences and make them as one sentence, I am using the conjunction for. So that is, I told her to leave for I was tired. So for is the conjunction, children, or the joining word which is joining two sentences to make them as one sentence. Did you understand the use of conjunction, children? In the same way, and I like football, I like hockey. These are two different sentences. I'm joining them and making them as one sentence by using the word and. I like football and I like hockey. Nor, I have neither done the dishes nor the laundry. But she's 85, but still she goes swimming every day. Or, I will eat either a hamburger or a hot dog. Yet, the weather was cold, yet bright and sunny. It was still painful, so I went to see a doctor. So conjunctions are the words that join words or sentences together. Look at these words, children. These are some of your favorite expressions, right? Yay, ouch, oh, oops, wow, hey, oh no. These all expressions, children, have got a specific name, do you know? That is called as interjection. So interjections are specific expressions we use to describe sudden feelings or sudden surprise moments, children. Let us look at few sentences, children. Oh, what a lovely surprise. Hooray, we have summer holidays. Wow, you look great in that dress. Oops, I have just spilled some coffee. So in the first sentence, children, oh, when it's a surprise moment, we use the interjection oh. And second sentence, hooray! When we are happy about something, when we are excited about something, we use the interjection hooray. Wow! When we have to praise someone or something, we use the word wow. It's an interjection. Oops! When something goes wrong or something happens by mistake, we use the interjection oops. Did you all understand, children? So we have different 8 kinds of parts of speech which we have learnt in today's class. Just in brief, we did not learn in detail about anything. It's just brief introduction of parts of speech. We will learn in detail about every parts of speech in the coming lessons. So revise once again all the parts of speech, children, and practice them in your own sentences.